breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Trump surprised after what Sarah Sanders did late last night. Nancy Pelosi probably isn't too happy after waking up to a nasty surprise courtesy of President Donald Trump. As it turns out, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders had some late plans last night, and now, the entire country is waiting in suspense to see what happens next. There's no love lost between the Democrats and President Donald Trump these days. For some reason, the left has made their hatred for the man perfectly clear, and they continue to do so on a daily basis. Sadly, they're willing to go to whatever low it takes to get the next attack in, and we're seeing that now more than ever. In fact, Nancy Pelosi has been suffering backlash, thanks to her own words, after she decided to attack President Donald Trump over his tax plan. Despite the fact that he is allowing Americans to keep more of their hard-earned money, Pelosi is trying to minimize his success. Referring to bonuses ranging between $1,000 and $2,500 as crumbs, Pelosi has shown just how out of touch she is with ordinary Americans. Sure, she is a millionaire that became rich by taking advantage of the same people that continue to vote her into office, but $1,000 is a lot of money to the average Joe. That kind of money allows families to loosen the belt. That's a lot of groceries or mini tanks of gas. Heck, that's even a few car payments or someone's mortgage payment and less, of course, Nancy Pelosi. Apparently, this slick Democrat would rather you just not have the money because it's not enough for her rich butt to acknowledge. Too bad for her, things just took a nasty turn, and she is eating some crow after waking up to a brutal surprise this morning. As it turns out, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders was up late last night and decided to use her time to put Nancy Pelosi in her place, and hard-working Americans are cheering. Although she was quiet for most of her weekend with Trump in Florida, Sarah hopped on Twitter around 8:30 at night Monday. Sharing a new report, Sarah simply wrote, "Other than Nancy Pelosi and her Democratic allies, who could be against lower taxes, higher wages, and a booming economy?" As it turns out, she was referring to a recently released poll showing that public support for Trump's tax cut is on the rise, despite the best efforts of Democrats. The press secretary tweeted a report showing that a majority of Americans approve of the GOP tax reform, which was signed into law by Trump in December, the Daily Caller explains. The report states that, for the first time, the tax law is popular with a majority of Americans. The Republican tax cut law, which once appeared overwhelmingly unpopular, is now supported by an arrow majority of Americans, according to a SurveyMonkey poll published in the NY Times. Support is at 51% overall, up from 37% in December, 89% among Republicans and 19% among Democrats. Source: Axios. Idiots like Nancy Pelosi can call these bonuses crumbs all they want, but the American people can see through her partisan tactics. An extra $1,000 is a lot of money to a lot of people, and there's plenty getting twice that or even more. Each year, politicians get richer while more money is taken out of the pockets of those who elected them. Fortunately, that trend has been put on hold, at least for a brief moment. The fact that anyone has anything bad to say about that says more about them than it does President Donald Trump.